Okay. Can you give us some real straight, because you recently took me through, for one of the clients that we sometimes both work for, you took me through, even on ChatGPT, which is probably not the preferred AI for in-house, but you showed me that even with ChatGPT, you can do some pretty nifty stuff.
Sure.
That work. My attitude towards AI changed rapidly after that. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, wow, this, if it can make my life easier and take this crappy work off my hands, I'm all for it. Yeah. So maybe you can give us some use cases on how can a project manager, a PMO, a program manager, a portfolio, what use cases can they use in AI that will make their life easier?
Right. You have at least 5 different questions packed into that. Let's start with the most obvious one, right? What can the project manager do? It's like any maturity development. In any maturity model, right, you will have a first level, a second level, and so on. It's the first one, you just need to understand the topic, figure out what the lingo is, at least that we know what we're talking about. So the very first step for any project manager who's interested in this, and they should be, is know about it, right? What's out there. So get interested in it. There's a lot online. Get interested in what the tools are, and there's plenty of them. You mentioned ChatGPT. Sure, you want to start with ChatGPT, by all means, go ahead with ChatGPT. But I mean, there's a bunch of stuff. There's really a lot of tools out there. However, that's the first step. The second step is understanding how you can use it in order to integrate parts of your organization better. And that's the standard second level of any maturity model, right? You're looking at specific processes that you're going to optimize. And so once you know that, for example, you're using it in order to make it easier to run your emails, you do translations easier, you're using it in order to, evaluate your reports, put in a bunch of data and bring out the main points. That's all ABC stuff that you will be doing right away the moment you buy yourself a ChatGPT Pro access, right? But the next step is, okay, how does this combine together? And so the point there will be collaborating with others, with your key stakeholders, with your customer, with your vendors, and aligning the work that you're doing. And AI can help a lot in that. Right? So you can, at that point, really you can start coordinating databases, coordinating best practices in order to have a common way of working across the field. The next step is then departmental, at least departmental. So you will be using AI in order to work better as a company. So for example, you'll have your lessons learned databases that today, how do we do lessons learned today? I mean, even if we use retrospectives and whatever, what do we have? The best case, we have a bunch of documents that nobody ever looks at. Yeah. Come on, whoever.
And if you need to find anything, you don't know where to look.
Right. Right. So in the best cases, we have a repository which has some decent keywording, and if we really go look for something, we might find something. But imagine that all that is now trawled through by an AI. And you're telling him, hey, this is my next project. And what can you tell me? Right? And now from 20 years of corporate history, you start generating knowledge. Could you give me the best practices for contracts with vendor ABC?
Now, see, this is where the gold is. I think this is what most people are not aware of.
This is level 3.
Yeah.
You need to get here first.
Yeah.
Right?
So you have to create a certain fluency in the subject matter, the basic principles of how.